Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Right Sugar, and today you are watching me play Call of Duty while I speak in my car after I've recorded this. If you're wondering um, what I'm holding, this is a microphone that I recently purchased, uh, and I think it sounds pretty okay for what it cost. I was looking on Amazon and I found a whole bunch of microphones that were either 30 bucks or $100. So I went with 30 bucks because 100 sounds ridiculous, and there's no in between. Anyways, I'm gonna put this right here. I have finished my Orion grind, which is a good and a bad thing. It's good because, the thing that I've been working towards is finally finished after 2 months. And it's bad because now I have nothing to work towards. There are certain things that I could do, but now that the grind is over, I don't really care too much. Like for instance, my SPX is not gold; it's platinum polyatomic, and actually that's it. I can't put Orion on it until I get it gold. But I don't really use the SPX like that, so it's not like I care that much. My launchers aren't done, but I feel like launchers will be best to do in shipment. Currently, we have Shoot House. They removed shipment and they brought in Shoot House, so that's not looking like an option currently. Maybe later I will, but I don't feel like playing with rockets until they do bring shipment back. But I kind of want to do some DMZ focused content. I don't have much else planned. In other Call of Duties, I've gone for the end goal camo, but I've only finished it a handful of times. In Black Ops 3, I got Dark Matter, but it took me way longer because back in the day it was way harder. Side note, I'm seeing all these people complaining about how difficult it is to get Orion when in reality, those people must not have played the older CODs. If you guys played Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, I can't remember what the Ghosts grind was or Advanced Warfare as I remember, but it wasn't like some insane over the top thing because there was no mastery camo. I think Black Ops 3 was the first to do it, but like even getting Diamond in Black Ops 2 was insanely difficult. And I also did it in Black Ops 4. Um, and that was it. Just Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. I remember Black Ops 4 took me about 2 months as well, but that's because I was really into Black Ops 4 in the beginning, and then I steadily fell off because of this exact same thing. Black Ops 3, I didn't fall off because it took me 6 months, and my friends were still playing Black Ops 3, so I had people to play with. Nowadays, me and those people, we don't talk like that anymore because people separate. It just is bound to happen. I don't have a group of people to play with, so I'm not very motivated to play it. I don't really want to play by myself if it's just going to be me um, playing with nothing to grind towards. But DMZ is looking really fun. So DMZ, I still have a million and one things to do. I've not even gone into building 21. First off, because I've also been seeing other people say that it seems like they didn't really show it off correctly. I didn't even know that Building 21 wasn't a part of Al Mazrah. I thought that Building 21 was a part of Al Mazrah that you could go into and get the Chimera and then you leave. Little did I know, Building 21 is its own separate map. It doesn't look that interesting to me because it's so different than Al Mazrah, but I'm willing to give it a try for sure. This week it's not in the game, but next week it should be in the game, and I'm down to give it a try. I know that you need to get like Building 21 passes in order to go into the building. I remember when Season 1 Reloaded was about to come out, they had mentioned how you do it. I think it's first place in Warzone or successfully extracting in DMZ 3 times. Yeah, those are the only two that I can think of. So there could be more than just that, but I think that those are two of the different ways that you can do it, which is cool with me. Right now I'm playing DMZ. I'm enjoying it. There's not much to it really. I just play for fun, and if I happen to find people who are interested in finishing challenges all together, then we do that. If not, then cool. I'm down to do other stuff as well. I want to get more stuff done in the DMZ, but I also don't care that much. There's just not enough in the DMZ currently for me to be dead set on playing it. Like, yeah, I know that once you finish a certain tier of faction missions, you can get another insured weapon slot and then another insured weapon slot, so you can have a total of three. It's just it's not enough for me. I already have an insured weapon. If it was you don't get an insured weapon until you finish a certain tier of factions, and I was working up to that, I'd probably be all over it. But because I already have one, and all it would do is give me another one, I don't know. I'm not super interested. They do consider the DMZ to be in beta, but we all know it's bullshit. Warzone launched in beta. Fortnite launched in beta. Um, those were full-fledged games, ready to be shipped out. You don't need some kind of background knowledge of, of the game or prior experience to play these games. That's what I truly feel like a beta is. It wasn't until I think Call of Duty Black, actually World at War had an open beta. I think World at War was the first one to do it, and then they went a long time without doing any betas, and then Black Ops 3 came around with a beta, and they've been doing betas ever since. Which of course uh, you had to pre-purchase the game in order to get access to, but still. And then the phrase beta has become so commonly used that its definition is almost gone. These games aren't in beta; they're ready. They are ready. That's why you're playing them. They just tag the word beta on because they know that it makes it seem like it's less finished than it one day will be. So if you stick around, it'll be what you want. But for now, it's not because it's a beta. It's bullshit. So I don't know. I want to play the DMZ. There's just not enough in it because it's a beta, and I don't really feel like playing multiplayer because I've already done what I went there for. Um, and I really do enjoy this game, so that's what kind of sucks about it. I know that when season 2 comes out, I'll be really interested in whatever is going on. The new weapons and all that. Like I'll definitely get the new weapons gold, uh, but for now I'm kind of in a slump, and I think that's where a lot of Call of Duty players are. I don't think most of the people who are going to get Orion have it yet. So I think a lot of people are still doing the Orion grind, getting it done, and having fun on that front. So of course they're able to find content. But people like me, even though I'm a little bit late to the party, I will admit, who have already gotten Orion, it's like, so what do I do now? Um, and that's kind of the sad thing is that ever since like the battle pass type of thing became popular, it's really easy to just be like, I've done what I've done. Give me more, give me more, give me more, constantly feed me. But back in the day, games were monetized based off of its sales, not its post-launch content. And nowadays, since every single game has to have post-launch content in order to be seen as a successful franchise, it's uh, it's becoming really hard to find games uh, that will give you everything that you want all the time. It's every time. It's impossible. In fact, I think that's where a lot of this decline um, in the gaming franchises come from because, of course, video games have become so much more than they ever were before. I was born in '99. I think the first video game came out in like '75 or something like that, and even in the early 2000s, video games were nowhere near at what it is currently. But I think video games have become so insanely popular that it's blown out. It just doesn't know where do you go next. It's like that TikTok mentality of I want more, I want more, I want more. In comparison to things like YouTube, where it's slower content, it's condensed. Back in the day, a video game came out, it made its money, it made a sequel, like 4 years later, whatever the case is, right? Now it's a video game comes out annually, and that annual release has seasons that come out every 2 months, and in those 2 months they have in between things that come out like Call of Duty Reloaded and they're constantly sprinkling in bundles for you to check out, and it's gotten so like everyone's used to it. I'm not saying that I'm better than that because I'm not. I want more to do. I finished up what I came here to do. What's next? I think it might be DMZ, but DMZ is going to need a little bit more. And that's not me. That I don't think that me saying DMZ needs a little bit more is coming from that TikTok mentality. I truly do believe that we were undersold what DMZ was going to be, which is also in itself ironic because Call of Duty didn't talk very much about DMZ before it came out. The community came to a conclusion that this is going to be very similar to Tarkov. And I think Call of Duty kind of mishandled that because it said it was going to be an extraction looter shooter that was going to be for the more um, uh, not so hardcore audience, which it definitely is. They successfully like that wasn't false advertisement. I wouldn't even try to go that far as to say anything has been false advertisement. It's just that what people were expecting is not what they got, even though I think Call of Duty said exactly what we got by not saying very much at all. People were expecting so much from the DMZ. I don't know. I know I'm rambling, but there's a lot that I want from this game, and I hope that one day we get it because currently I don't think it's enough. Um, but yeah, we'll see what happens next. I do want to do some DMZ content, and I really hope that I follow through on that because sometimes I'll spew out ideas, not ever do it, and that's that. Um, but yeah, those are just my thoughts on getting Orion and what's to come. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Peace. Hey yo, what that rock say?